So I'm coming to the end of my day, approaching now the town of Vega, where I hope to find some room in the inn to spend the night. There's only 6 beds, according to the internet, in this town. And so if I don't find a bed, I may be camping for the first time on my Camino. So say a prayer that I have a bed, because I need a bed. Actually, more than a bed, I need a shower. I was thinking about the fact that our faith is so focused on motion, so focused on pilgrimage, on transformation. In each of our lives, we have a destination that we want to go to. Some of us think that we arrive at that destination ourselves. We create that destination ourselves. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, as they say. But I think there's good evidence that that's not true. That there's something in the heart of man that is longing to be satisfied, and that there is an objective destination that we're all moving towards. All you have to do is look at the lives of people who are rich and famous and have all the things that we think we want, and see how many of them are not all that happy. In my work as a priest in the hospital, I deal with lots of people who are dying. And I got to tell you, there's a country music song, I've never seen a hearse with a trailer hitch. All of the material things in this world usually don't give meaning to the fact that they're dying. And so as they approach that choke point, that destination that we all can't avoid, but some of us like to ignore, if they put all their hope in the things of this world, they really find themselves panicking or, bargaining with God, or, angry at God. And of course, none of that's, all that helpful. So we're all going towards a destination, but we also are all going towards, from that destination, from a fixed point, from a starting point. In order to make a journey, you have to know where you are. I was thinking about things that I'm thankful for. I had said earlier, my cell phone and my GPS on my cell phone has made things so much easier, but it's also helped me to sort of know all the details about my destination, exactly how far I have to go in the future, and how long it's going to roughly take me to get there, and what the elevation is, and this and the other thing. And the same is true in the journey of life. We need to know where we're going. We need to know where we started from. We need to know sort of what obstacles are in front of us, so that we can set a path. And that's really the point of religion. It's really the point of philosophy. It's really the reason why we ask you to study theology at school, at least in Catholic schools. Not because we want you to know a bunch of factoids about our faith, but because we believe those factoids about our faith tell you 3 very important things: where we start, where we're going, and how we get there. The modern worldview suggests that you can sort of make up all 3 of those things. That where you're going, you can decide for yourself where you want to go. That where you start, what you are right now, you can decide what that is as well. How you get there, you can decide that as well. However, I think an examination of examples of human lives will show that that's not true. It just doesn't work to sort of make stuff up. For a while you can pretend, but eventually the pretending hits the brick wall of reality. You can pretend you fly when you jump off a stool. You can pretend you fly when you jump off your mattress. Maybe you can pretend you fly when you jump off a cliff into a lake, or off your roof onto a trampoline. But when you pretend to fly jumping off a building, things aren't going to end so well. And in all those earlier examples, if you miscalculate the tolerances, things aren't going to end very well, because the fact of the matter is you can't fly, and you can only bounce so much. Reality matters. What you are and where you're going matters. and how to get there. And so in the pilgrimage of life, we need to really ask ourselves, what is the point A of our life? What exactly does it mean to be human? And what is the point B? Where exactly are we going? You know, there are a lot of people walking the Camino de Santiago, and many people, I think, like I said, don't know why they're walking. The reason why this walk is here is to lead us on the foots of St. James to the Church of St. James. St. James isn't leading us to himself, but he's leading us to the altar of God, to that place of thanksgiving, to that place where we come to the threshold of the heavenly Jerusalem. And that's the Church's response to where we're going. And where we start is in our human nature. And the Camino, the walk, the way, shows that human nature for what it is. Lots of distractions, lots of opportunities to fall into despair, to be discouraged, to be lazy. Our human nature, fallen as it is, doesn't want to go where we want it to take us. And yet with the help of a map and a guide and food for the journey, we can get there. And that's basically what all our faith is all about. Alrighty, well, this is my last video for the day. Pray that I find a bed in Vega. But like I said earlier today, when I began the day, God's will be done. See ya.